Alright, bienvenue une fois encore. Mais dans cette partie, je vais d'abord vous montrer comment conjuguer le futur antérieur et le plus que parfait. Alright, I'll just be giving a formula at which we can use to conjugate in future antérieur and plus que parfait. Now, the future antérieur, like the word expresses, it is a future past. So, just like the principle of passé composé, I'm going to use the verb avoir or être in future tense. So, I want to believe that vous savez déjà comment conjuguer le verbe être et le verbe avoir. Alright, I want to believe that you know how to conjugate them in future tenses. Then, plus, alright, PP means the past participle. So to express something in future and future past, yeah, you will have to conjugate the verb avoir or the verb être plus the past participle of your main verb. For example, je serai parti, or alright, j'aurais fini, I would have finished. Alright, so this is how to conjugate in future antérieur. Please conjugate as much verbs as you can, following this principle, using the verb avoir or être in future tense, plus the past participle of the main verb. Now let's talk about plus que parfait. Plus que parfait, just like future antérieur, means past perfect. Alright? But here we use the verb avoir and être plus past participle. But this verb will be conjugated in imperfect. So you will conjugate this verb in imperfect, that is the plus que parfait, that is the verb avoir or être in imperfect plus the past participle to give you plus que parfait. So for example, if you ask me, we can make sentences as this. Il avait fini le travail. Il avait fini le travail. That is plus que parfait. And another example would be il sera parti. Il avait fini le travail means he had finished the work. Il sera parti means il serait parti, I beg your pardon. Il serait parti. He would have gone. Alright, that's the difference. So he would have gone and he had finished. Alright, so that's how to conjugate plus que parfait and future antérieur. So please practice by making examples, making sentences to be sure that you can use these sentences. You can use these tenses. Now, moving forward, I wanted to show you how to construct future and antériorité and postériorité. Now, if you do not use or if you are not using the future antérieur or the plus que parfait, there are also ways you can construct antériorité and postériorité using the expressions avoir, avant et après. D'abord, on va commencer avec avant. Now, there are three ways to use avant. You can use avant que, which is going to follow with the subjonctif, or vous utilisez avant de, which is going to come with verb with infinitive, and avant plus a noun. All right. Now, so let me quickly explain what that means, or what the point we're trying to give here. When you use avant que, it exige, hein, avant que exige le mot no. Quand vous utilisez avant que, it exiges that you use ne plus the verb in subjunctive, even though the expression does not have a negative sense. That is to say, if I use avant que, I'm going to use avant que plus the word no plus my verb in subjunctive, even though that expression does not necessarily mean negative. What am I trying to say by this? Look at the example that we have here. It says, les enfants sont sortis avant que le père n'arrive. Les enfants sont sortis avant que le père n'arrive. This is a good way of expressing yourself. So what I need from you now is you formulate examples. Do not rely on this example here. Experiment with other examples and see what you can achieve. But make sure that once you use avant que, all right, this is subjunctive. The verb arriver here is in subjunctive. So please make sure you try it. The next one is les enfants sont sortis avant de finir le travail. Avant de finir. So you can use now. You need to know that whenever a verb comes after preposition de, all right. Whenever it comes after preposition de, it is always in infinitive. Les enfants sont sortis avant de finir le travail. The children went out before finishing the job. Now, if you look at it, posteriorité and antériorité is talking about an action that happened before another one. So look at this. Les enfants sont sortis, that is the first action. Avant de finir, that is the second action. So they went out before they finished the job. So you get the drift. So when two actions are in the past, they did not come all together. One must have come before the other. All right. So this is an expression of antériorité. Then the third one rather is ils sont sortis avant l'arrivée de leur père. Ils sont sortis avant l'arrivée de leur père. Ce qu'il faut faire, c'est que je vous encourage de trouver quelle manière vous préférez. Vous choisissez quelle manière vous préférez et vous l'adoptez dans votre vocabulaire. That is to say, you choose the one you like the most and adopt it in your vocabulary, in your speaking style. And that's what you want to do for me. All right? Les enfants sont sortis avant que le père n'arrive. Les enfants sont sortis avant de finir le travail. Ils sont sortis avant l'arrivée de leur père. Let's go to après. Après, just like avant, has a three way of using it as well. We have après que, only that the difference is that après que does not exige subjonctif. Then we have après plus infinitive passé, which is the opposite of avant de. So avant de, and we have avant de, which is verb with infinitive, while après plus verb infinitive passé. And we have après plus a noun. We shall make examples with these ones now as well. Regardez. Nous avons regardé le match après que Sylvie est sortie. Nous avons regardé le match avant que Sylvie est sortie. Après que Sylvie est sortie. Now, the first one here is, that's the first verb. Nous avons regardé le match. We have watched the match before Sylvie arrived. Before Sylvie went out. So, nous avons regardé le match avant que Sylvie est sortie. Second is Sylvie, après être sortie, nous avons regardé le match. Sylvie, après être sorti, I would like to explain furthermore. You see, après avoir or après être. You can either have après avoir or après être. Now, following the principle of passé composé is what the main verb is what determines which one to use. If you're going to use avoir or être. So, Sylvie après être sortie, because the verb sortir goes with the verb être. So, Sylvie après être sortie, nous avons regardé le match. Now, finally, nous avons regardé le match après la sortie. La sortie here is a noun. Après la sortie de Sylvie. That is, we watched the match after the exit or the going out of Sylvie.